Only Donald Trump could alienate both Republicans and NATO in the same day, and in breaking news, he has pushed the latter so far that several of our allies are now sending troops to Greenland in what is the boldest move yet against his threats, and I have both stories for you next. I'm Dan and welcome to another Occupy Democrats Report. To see all of our videos about Trump's war on everything, please hit that subscribe button. Let's begin with a visibly frail Mitch McConnell rising to the occasion to denounce Trump's threat to take over Greenland and point out the grave damage it will cause. And then I'll share how Trump's tyranny is being met with military maneuvers by our allies.
And I've yet to hear from this administration a single thing we need from Greenland that the sovereign people is not ready and willing to grant us. Unless and until the president can demonstrate otherwise, then the proposition at hand today is pretty straightforward. Incinerating the hard-won trust of loyal allies in exchange for no meaningful change across to the Arctic. That's the definition of allies, plural, because this is about more than Greenland. It's about more than America's relationship with its highly capable Nordic allies. It's about whether the United States intends to face a constellation of strategic adversaries with capable friends or commit an unprecedented act of strategic self-harm to choose to go it alone. So let's make no mistake. All of the good progress the president has made in pushing allies to spend more on defense, the increased burden sharing, the demand for American-made capabilities, all of it would be for nothing if his administration's ill-advised threats about Greenland were to shatter the trust of our allies.
Senator McConnell, a quick question if I may. If I were to tell you that our NATO allies are now sending troops to Greenland, would that show of solidarity against Trump qualify as trust shattered? The Politico article says, Denmark and allies boost Greenland military footprint as Trump ramps up pressure. The deployment comes as U.S. President Donald Trump intensifies talk of taking over the Arctic island. Denmark and allied countries said Wednesday they will increase their military presence in Greenland as part of expanded exercises amid intensifying pressure from Washington over the Arctic island's sovereignty. Security in the Arctic is of crucial importance to the kingdom and our Arctic allies, and it is therefore important that we, in close cooperation with allies, further strengthen our ability to operate in the region, said Danish Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen. The Danish Defense Forces, together with several Arctic and European allies, will explore in the coming weeks how an increased presence and exercise activity in the Arctic can be implemented. In a statement, Denmark's defense ministry said additional Danish aircraft, naval assets, and troops will be deployed in and around Greenland starting immediately as part of expanded training and exercise activity. The effort will include receiving allied forces, operating fighter jets, and carrying out maritime security tasks, the ministry said. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson said on X that Swedish officers are arriving in Greenland as part of a multinational allied group to help prepare upcoming phases of Denmark's Operation Arctic Endurance exercise following a request from Copenhagen. A European diplomat said that troops from the Netherlands, Canada, and Germany were also taking part. The diplomat and another official with first-hand knowledge said France was also involved. Germany's defense ministry said it will deploy a reconnaissance team of 13 soldiers to Greenland as of Thursday for exercises running to Saturday. The aim is to explore the framework conditions for possible military contributions to support Denmark in ensuring security in the region, Berlin said. The goal is to show that Denmark and key allies can increase their presence in the Arctic region, said a third person briefed on the plans demonstrating their
ability to operate under the unique Arctic conditions and thereby strengthen the alliance's footprint in the Arctic, benefiting both European and transatlantic security. Denmark and Greenland have repeatedly rejected any suggestion of a transfer of sovereignty, stressing that Greenland is a self-governing territory within the Kingdom of Denmark and that its future is for Greenlanders alone to decide. Those are just the highlights. For the full story, visit Politico.com.
Can you believe that we now live at a time when NATO leaders are moving troops to deter our own leader? Collectively, they have filled the void that Trump created by molding the United States into a reflection of himself, a bully that must be feared and submitted to. Our nation's position as the world's North Star has been destroyed by one man's dark impulses. As for the party elder McConnell now stepping in to denounce Trump, in a sense of all hands on deck, it's great. But the phrase too little too late also comes to mind. When he was powerful and relevant, he could have done more to curb Trump's lawless enthusiasm. But instead, here we are. And NATO allies have to draw the line that people like McConnell failed to.